This your boy Halftime.
It's your boy Vessel.
You are now tuned in to Dominant Rolla TV.
What's up? This your man Trolley, man. We in the studio right now. We got Halftime and Vessel in the building, man. How y'all doing today?
Doing good, man.
We good.
Already, man. Look, man. So look, I'm hearing about your music. I'm new to your music. So like, tell me a little bit about your artistry.
Pretty much it's gospel rap.
Okay.
But it's more like contemporary music.
Okay.
And it's a different sound. And you know, I think it'll really reach a lot of different people, man. It's really powerful, really impactful.
Okay. Okay. Who like you say this how did you describe it? You said like your music it's gospel, but it's what?
It's like contemporary music.
Contemporary.
So it's like it can play on all like radio stations.
I got you. So do you rap or you sing?
I try to sing.
Okay.
Just a little bit. I mean, but I can make it sound nice. So I would prefer rap and harmonizing.
Okay. Okay. That sounds good. So like who's some people that you work with?
This is actually my first like project. But mainly I always been like a behind the scene guy. So like anything technical, like mixing, mastering, copyrights, anything to get your stuff like legally to go to the next level. Like,
okay,
I know how to do.
So you pretty much do like all the behind the scenes work for your music. You do the graphics too.
No, I got a guy that actually do that named Max in Germany.
Okay, that's what's up, man. So do you move around like that? Do you
No,
go like to Germany?
Actually, how that happened was, I met this guy named Nicholas Schultz. Nicholas Schultz is known as All Around the Production.
Okay.
And he's produced for like Nipsey. He's produced for like major professional artists.
Mm-hmm.
And we used to just keep in contact. Man, I didn't even know he was a producer, to be honest with you. It just so happened I wanted to do a project. I sent him a song, and he was like, "Man, you rap?"
Yeah.
I said, "I'm trying." You know.
Okay.
He said, "Man, you know I produce."
Okay.
Man, you don't produce. He told me, yeah. You know, told me that he helped me promote my produce my album.
Mm-hmm.
Produce 90% of my album. Connected me with a guy named Aspic. Aspic mastered everything, so I didn't even have to master none on my album. I only made one track on the album, but everything else, you know, was him and a guy named Vibe, and connected me to a guy named Max that actually designed the website, did all the graphic designs for it and everything.
So you have a website too?
Mm-hmm.
What's your website?
Called leaveyourmark.us.
Leaveyourmark.us.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty cool, man. That's cool. You didn't get like a .com or a .net. You said .us. That's
Yeah, .us. Yeah.
Okay, so like, tell me about that.
Ultimately, like, the whole company is about
what's it called again? What is it called again?
Leave Your Mark.
Leave Your Mark. Yeah, that's what I wanted to ask you. So why did you call it Leave Your Mark?
Because like, I didn't just want to do something, and I felt like God put it in my heart and in my spirit and in my mind that, like, you know, when you do music or when you do something, you're not gonna just do things. You wanna make a mark or leave a mark. You want to impact so great that people never forget what you did and how you did it. Even the way you dress, even the way you carry yourself, you want to never be forgotten. You know what I'm saying? So you do that by leaving a mark. You know, when you do something, you don't want to just make a mark. You want to leave it.
Like your legacy.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So you don't want to just start here. You want to be in other things. So you just, anything you touch and anything you step forward in, you want to leave a mark and imprint of who you are, how you are, and your personality, so people can see you as, wow, this dude Halftime. It's like he didn't left his mark for real, you know?
Yeah. Okay. That's a really interesting name. That's pretty cool. Speaking of names, like, how did you come up with the name Halftime?
Because at the time, half the time I was working and half the time I was rapping. I was writing, so, and I just felt like, man, you know, when I got on the mic, it was literally showtime. You know, it was almost like Mark was being like covered up and like halftime was being presented. So it was like it's like a halftime show.
Yeah.
You know, like the football is cool, but it ain't nothing when you get to the halftime show.
Right, that's real. That's real.
So when you get that, I mean, a lot of people go to Bayou Classic for
just for
halftime.
halftime. Yeah, I know I used to do that. Go see the Human Jukebox. And, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so that's pretty cool, bro. So Vessel, man, how you doing, man?
I'm good, man.
Man, I haven't talked to you this whole time yet, man. So tell me a little bit about yourself, man, and you know, what are you to halftime, and you know, what you got going on?
Well, I'm a old friend. We hooked back up. You know, I knew him since when I was young. You know, doing the other rap. You know, like we used to do.
Okay.
Or whatever. I used to rap with a group called Uncut Cartel. I don't know if y'all heard of it, but Uncut Cartel back in the days or whatever, man.
Okay. Where you from? You from here?
I'm from here, from Macon.
Okay. So y'all had a group together.
Well, actually, I was going to his house recording.
Okay.
Recording one song.
Yeah.
One song back in the day. Yeah, man. But yeah, we've been knowing each other for a long time. We just connected back there.
I'm curious. What was the song that y'all dropped?
I don't even remember. He remember more than me.
I don't think he remember.
He remember more than me. He remember one part I said in a verse. I don't even remember it.
Oh, bro,
Let's go.
Yeah. I don't even remember it.
That's what's up, man. So halftime, man. Like when did you start like with your music?
I want to say like I started rapping around about 21.
Okay.
And then after that, you know, went to Houston. You know, I knew how to rap, but I didn't know how to make songs. I didn't know how to write a song.
Mm-hmm.
And
how old are you now?
I'm 38.
Okay.
So you know and I'm thinking like rapping and writing a song is the same.
Right.
But it's not the same. So
not at all.
So what happened was I connected with a guy named Rich and a girl named Kirby, and I used to just sit there and watch them. And man, like where they used to put songs together, it was like, God, no, it was like a symphony. The way they just flowed. You know, the way he started it, structured it, you know, and just brought the whole song together. Just it was magnificent. So I learned. So I ended up getting saved, and I didn't want to do music no more. You know, I felt like I wanted to really just focus on my relationship with God, and trying to like strengthen things in that area. You know, things that I was falling short in. So I focused on that, and I got hurt in the accident, and hurt my shoulder, hurt my back, kind of like really crippled me. You know, from doing what I was doing.
Mm-hmm.
So after that, a pastor told me, Mark, you need to use your gift. You know, your gift's not for you. I wasn't trying to hear that. When I left it, I ain't want no part of the music. I had another friend of mine told me, Mark, you need to do music, man. You got a gift. You really got a gift for it. Mm-hmm. So I was like, nah, man. You know, you be sarcastic. God got to tell me.
Right.
If God tell me, then I do it.
Yeah.
But in my mind, my mind was like, I wasn't about to do it. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, man, God ain't about to tell me to do that. You know.
Right.
So, man, I was riding our airline and just worshiping, and I heard the Lord tell me, Mark, I saved you. That's the reason why you ain't died in that plane. The guy that saved me, because the blast knocked me off the heater.
Oh, so it was a blast?
Yeah. About 4 years ago, the blast knocked me off the heater. Tore the ligaments up in his shoulder, ruptured the back. I couldn't even use this leg. And the Lord was telling me that's why I spared you. Because one of the guys that I knew, he was right up under us. He died. But we ain't died,
Yeah.
And he was just telling me, I spared you for a purpose. Your gift is not for you, it's for others. So, I started writing. And as I started seeking and started writing, he started giving me ideas and what to write about, like what songs to write about. I might have made about 46 songs. And, out of the 46, I put 13 on the album. And I ain't know what to name the album. And, the Lord told me, I want you to name this album As Clear as Black and White, because there's nothing clearer than my word. So that's what I named it, As Clear as Black and White.
That's what's up, man. So, like, with your music, when you going in the studio, are you going into it like I'm about to make a hot gospel song, or are you going into it as, God gave you the words to say to minister to others? Like, what is it? Like, what is your concept when you go in the studio?
When I go in there, like, I just be sitting there sometimes just praying. And just, I remember one song, matter of fact, a song I got on YouTube called Get Up. And I remember where that song originated, came from, like out of my spirit. When I was hurt, I was at a place where I needed to get up. The Lord was telling me, you need to get up and get out of your situation. You need to take back your life. Because the enemy has completely dominated you and imprisoned you in your home. Because I was bound to the house.
Yeah.
I couldn't even leave the house. People had to drive me places, and I was bound. You know what I'm saying?
How long were you like that?
I might have been at home about 5 years.
That's how long it took you to recover?
Yeah, I just started back working. Like,
wow,
3 months ago.
So what do you do now? Are you back in the plant?
No, cutting hair.
Okay.
Yep, cutting hair.
Okay.
Yep. I welded before that. I welded like 13 years. So.
That's what's up.
And it changed my life. I ain't lying. But the song "Get Up," you know, I prayed. I remember praying like all night. You know, it just, you know, when you praying and all of a sudden when you in it, it just like it takes you somewhere. So I was praying and I was just praying. And man, before I knew it, man, it was the next morning. But I was praying, so I stop and I write, and I go back to praying, and I stop again and I wrote, and and then before I knew it was the next day.
Yeah.
And when I go back and hear the song, it was exactly what I needed to do, because I felt like, you know, I was fighting against myself, and I was fighting against the enemy, because you yourself, you want to do this, you want to do that, the flesh wanted this, you know what I'm saying? But the spirit is willing, you know what I'm saying? But it started making sense after I did the song. It was talking about getting up, taking back your city, taking back your home, taking back your everything that the enemy stole from you. It was about getting up, taking back, and kicking them out of your life, so you can get your life back, so you can go ahead and move forward and keep going. So that's where it originated from.
Yeah, man. So I wanted to ask you, like, who would you compare your music to?
I can't compare to nobody, because I don't sound like nobody out there. Even
Okay.
the sound, like, I had a guy told me when I was getting my shirts made, he said, man, I've been hearing music from a lot of artists. He told me, he said, man, what you doing, you've created a whole new sound.
Okay.
It's like, he said, you just like, you got a whole nother lanes. But when you hear it, you can hear it. It don't sound like nothing out there. It is. And it's good. And it was so crazy. Like, you know, on some albums, you like, you know, you skip this song. But it's, when you hear it, you literally can listen to every song all the way through. You know, it's almost like God, I had 46 songs, like these 13 songs. And every song has a different message, a different style, a different sound, a different message. And even I got an email back from the guys that produced it. You know, he wanted to hear it. He sent me an email and said, Mark, I want to hear the album.
Yeah.
You know, because the guy that was mixing it was telling him about the album. So when he listened to it and he heard it, he was like, you got a good album. You know, and he told me you need to make some dope videos go with it. You know, dope songs.
So, like, do you have any videos out right now?
Yeah, I have one video out right now. Actually, I have one visual video out, and I have like other songs on YouTube.
Okay, like you talking about like the just the songs with the flyer or
I got
cover?
I got like 3 songs like in there out already.
Okay.
And I have one song, like the Get Up song, with like the actual official video.
Okay, cool.
And I just put it out like a week ago.
So that's the official single right now? Is it safe to say that?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Man, so back to Vessel, man. Like, why you call yourself Vessel?
Oh man, for all the time that I wasted, man. You know, doing what I wanted to do. You know, and I got saved, man. So I just say, you know, I'm a willing vessel now. You know, I just want to be used by the Lord. That's all. Man. So that's why I'm going with vessel.
That's what's up, man. So, like, I know You like the CEO too? Both of y'all like on the label or something?
Yeah, he's owner. I'm just
Like
called
Cole.
yeah,
Cole,
Cole,
okay.
yeah, Cole, yeah.
Okay, cool, man. So
You know,
y'all been jam tight for a
just
long
help.
time.
Yeah, long
Okay,
time.
Oh yeah,
Lost a lot of time, but now we're making it back up in the Lord.
yeah.
that's what's up. That's what's up, man. So tell me, like, what made you want to get saved?
Oh man, I always knew I had a calling on my life, man. Like I say, I used to do the other rapping stuff, bro, with the group I say, Uncut Cartel, and we would always get right here to going somewhere, and something to come kill it. I just, I say to this day that it was because of me. That wasn't for me. It wasn't for me, you know. And I used to be an alcoholic, bro. So I used to be an alcoholic and just doing whatever I wanted to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so took God for to lay me on my back one day in the hospital. Out of nowhere, I just popped up with pneumonia in my lungs, fluid on my lungs. And I was laid up in the hospital bed, man. I had time to think, just sitting there thinking or whatever. And I just made up my mind, man. Just made up my mind. I'm tired. You know, I'm tired of the streets, tired of this drinking and just doing me. Just made up my mind, man. Came home, and that was, a lot of people can't say it, but I came home. That was it.
Wow.
That was it for me.
So how long has it been?
Oh man, it's been like 7, 8 years now.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
What? So do you occasionally drink or you?
Nope, I don't do nothing.
You know,
I came home from the hospital. That was it for me. Cigarettes too. All. That was it. Made up my mind. That's why I tell people, man, if you want to stop something, it take a made up mind. You make up your mind, you're not gonna do it.
So where do you see your music going from here?
Like that's the thing, man. It can go as far as it needs. It go as far as it. There's an endless. There's no limit to where it can go. Like, because just like your walk, you know, you don't stay the same. You know, as you grow, your music grows. So I just feel like if it's good the way it is now, it can only get better.
That's it.
You know, just like your life. You know what I'm saying? Think about what you did 10 years ago. You ain't even the same man you was 10 years ago. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You wiser. You make better decisions. You know, think about how you are with your kids. You know, like I'm a better father 3 kids ago. You know, my first son, it was a trial.
Yeah.
You know, my daughter, you know, I couldn't treat my daughter like I did my son. You know, because it's
So
I have to be
different.
sensitive.
Mm-hmm.
I can't be rough with her like I was with, you know. And then I now have a 5-month-old. So it's, you know, it's the transitions, you know what I'm saying? Defining my character, making me better, like making me wiser, you know, just you growing. I see the progressive growth as a father, as a husband, you know, and as I listen to my music, I can hear the growth in my music from when I first started to when I didn't have kids, and now that I have kids and have a family, you know, you hear maturity in what I do, you know.
Yeah.
So and I think the more I do it, the more I seek God, the more my relationship grows. You know, my music will grow. It's almost like a seed. You know, it's limitless. It can get as big as long as you take care of it.
Okay. So tell me a little bit about your upbringing, like you know, coming up as a child.
Single parent, mom. She raised us. Me and my brother. He's deceased right now. I had a stepsister. I got another sister. They both deceased. My younger sister's in Baltimore. I remember when we was coming up, it was hard because we didn't have money to buy shoes. We had to wear other people's shoes, other people's clothes. And we constantly moved. We stayed in St. Francisville. We stayed in South Baton Rouge in the bottom. We stayed in Scotlandville on Avenue J. We stayed in Baker. We stayed in Zachary. So when I was coming up, I ain't have much of a childhood. And I remember even when I was going to school, like I was only able to eat 1 time a day because we just didn't have the money or the supplies to really, you know, like most families, they can eat 2 or 3 times to eat as much as they want. We didn't have that. We didn't have the privilege of doing that because my mom was working 2 or 3 jobs. We was just trying to pay rent and just keep a roof over our head. So it was really hard. So it really was hard when my brother died. You know what I'm saying? For my mom anyway, because he was like the backbone of the family. And I can honestly say my brother is one of the reasons why, besides God, that I really got back into it. Because my brother used to always tell me, Mark, you need to, because I was always afraid to put my music out. I was always afraid to let other people hear it, like, on like another level, like YouTube. I was afraid to do that. So when my brother died, it really was like, I'm gonna do it. Something snapped in me. I'm gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna make them proud by doing this here, and I'm gonna put all I have in it. I ain't gonna half step it. We gonna go all the way through with it.
Yeah.
And and I just want to be the best me. The best I could be. In my walk and in my music and in my family. With my friends. Just want to be the best.
Vessel, man, tell me a little bit about your upbringing, man. How you came up?
Oh man, unlike him, I was blessed, man. My mom and dad, they took care of it, man.
Yeah.
Dad passed when I was 9 years old, though. That took a toll on me.
Yeah.
And then my mom turned around and passed when I was 16. So it was kind of rough for me,
Yeah.
But I got through it, like I say, God always been there with me, you know what I'm saying? I always knew I was different, knew I was different. Even hanging with the guys I used to hang with. It's like always, every time something go down, I'm never there. But when everything else going on, I'm there. I never get caught up in God always had his hand on me, man.
Yeah.
So I'm thankful for that, I'm grateful for it. Just put it like that. I'm grateful for it, man. But I came up pretty good, man. My mom, she did the best she could, bro. She did the best she could.
Yeah.
She was a praying woman, So I knew right from wrong,
Yeah.
Made my own decisions. But look at the outcome now, though. Prayers ain't going in vain.
Man, before we wrap it up, man, I wanted to ask you a question. I want to ask both of y'all a question. It's something that we do, we pretty much ask everybody on the show. The name of the show is Dominant Rolla TV. Okay, we feel like everyone is dominant in certain areas, So I just want to know, like, what makes you dominant?
I would say the ability to just talk. No, but I would have to say, like, my sheer will to not take no for an answer. To continue to keep pushing when the door is closed, and not give up. Continue to pursue when people say it's not gonna happen or it ain't happening or it can't happen. That competitive edge that always want to win, not taking no for an answer, not taking loss. It's always want to win.
Yeah. Okay. What about you, Gus?
Mine's simple, man. That my patience and my endurance. Got to have those, man. Patience and endurance. Rome wasn't built overnight.